With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cameron Brate, his fourth touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I don't even know why this team showed up.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Ready, moving. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Peyton Barber, a surprise workhorse for the Buccaneers in 2018. I don't think they expected him to have 234 carries, but he certainly felt like he could carry the load and just carried it there for a nice gain.
Kill.
The second-year man for USC, this is Ronald Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
easy. Motion. Watch out.
Jameis to throw it. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jameis Winston. Touchdown number 15 of the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Jaguars nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Foles. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Easy. Hey, 44. That's what I do. Let's go.
From the 27, Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 15. Check 15. Check.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Back, put it back, behind. Wait. Pick it up. 44.
On 3rd down, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now Leonard Fournette, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Foles, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Foles. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
Tiger. One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
Now Foles. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting. Double tight, guys, double tight. Four down.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check safety. 13. Great.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Hey, 380. 54 Mike. Hey, silver. Flare.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Bucs take over first and 10.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line.
Jacksonville, 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They go jet sweep here with Shark, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Jones. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
All right, T. All right, T. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Watch the slant. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
Here's Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to go deep for Conley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Meanwhile, the second quarter score from Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And an alley to run. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 9, Foles, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down and 9 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Complete to his tight end, Seth DeValve. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Check. Blue 80. Check. 48 to Mike.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Hey, wahoo!
He'll drop to throw. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Foles now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was brought down by
Right there. 54 Mike. Exit.
Recon, 132 fighter.
at the Buccaneers 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Foles, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. back at about the 37-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Watch that end, tight end's right.
They'll look to throw here. Shark's got it, left side. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Ready. Move ready.
Mike, Sonny. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On 2nd and 12, Winston flush to his right. And a catch right side by Evans. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 3rd down, here comes Barber. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Peyton Barber, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Fournette. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. They'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let him know, let him know. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Now Jones. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at the time, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And once again, that middle going to be clogged up as he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go deep for Conley. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 59 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs. I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switch. Contact. 3, check 3. Match box.
Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Let's go.
They begin with a carry for Blue. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll go option to the short side. And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Check motion.
On 3rd down, they run with Blue. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to that.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, 39 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You got three down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to cut it back right. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Out of the pistol to give to Jones. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they?